Welcome to the court. This is Acker at basketball.
Speaking of teams that were predicted earlier to be at the top of the conference, and I think performing that way right now.
Yes.
Right, we have Florida Gulf Coast coming off of two victories this past week, 91-73 at home against Chattanooga, and then a statement win on Wednesday at Samford, 77-62, a 15-point victory. In the second game, Isaiah Malone, 12-12, double-double, plus 4 blocks. He's actually now tied for the the conference lead in block shots with my man Kenneth Chime. Chime time. I got to work on my call for him. But anyway, yes, they're tied now. And Ramir Barno, 20 points in the first game against Chattanooga. He is playing with some serious confidence at the moment. Ramir is across the board.
And he's earned it. He's playing great basketball.
Yep. Boy, they are just lethal offensively. To me, 9 guys can create offense for themselves on this club.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say who, but with someone that we were joking around with last week was like, "Hey, is it just JR shooting the ball?"
Right.
And no,
Exactly.
it's not. It's really this team has worked into letting everyone work across the entire board, and I think they're going to be deep that way for a long time. But the defensive end, even though they had a great showing against Samford, that's one game. I need that to happen more than one game here.
That's right, for sure. Yep. Also, just a couple other offensive stats. So second in assists in conference. So despite or including on top of the fact that they can all score on their own, they're still dishing the ball very well.
Yes. Wait till the offensive stats that I throw out you in a second here. Oh, you got more?
Maybe. Well, yeah, they're leading in field goals attempted by quite a bit. I think we said that last week. Points scored, obviously, and then and rebound differential. I was shocked to see that. More so deep differential of how many rebounds they get versus their opponents get by 10, like a big number compared to the rest of the conference.
Well, let's move into what because I want to give them. You're teasing some of my stats here that I'm talking about. Let's preview the upcoming games here. So they're gonna play in the Geico Coconut Hoops. What is that? A classic?
Coconut Hoops. I think it's just called Geico Coconut Hoops.
Well, and that's hosted
at Alico Arena in Fort Myers, right at Florida Gulf Coast's home rink. I almost said home arena. Yeah. So kind of 3 home games for them during a holiday time. So
yes, they're going to be hosting Oral Roberts 2-3 right now. Rice also 2-3, and then Kennesaw State, the former A-Sun team, currently at 3-1. What do you got for a prediction for this tournament's going to go for them?
Right, I think they're going to win the first 2, and then I'm really excited to see the Kennesaw State game. But I got Kennesaw coming up on top of that one. It's hard to win 3 in a row, 3 days in a row. They're 1, 2, and 3 days in a row. Kennesaw can score also.
Yeah.
But they've also had a pretty light schedule. So I was kind of like, I really want to go 3-0 Florida Gulf Coast right now, but. Let's just see 200 points and see who gets the last.
It could definitely happen. I might bet the over on that.
Whoever's got the ball last wins, kind of an NFL or football phrase when it's high scoring. We'll go with that for that game. But yeah, that's why I went 2-1.
Okay.
I think they got the first 2, no problem, against Rice and Oral Roberts.
Interesting. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. I see it differently.
Okay, hit me.
So I also see a 2-1.
That's good.
I see a 2-1. Yep. But I think the loss comes in their very first game against Oral Roberts, and let me tell you why.
We got a matchup.
While FGCU is 3rd in the country in offensive rebounds at 14.3, I believe it is, and 2nd in the country in field goals attempted, obviously coming from all the generated second chance points that they're able to get.
Right.
I see Oral Roberts pulling out the W in this one. Well, why? 2 of the 3 losses that they have came when they shot less than 40% from the floor. Something that FGCU hasn't been able to do, except against the New College of Florida, which doesn't really count because they're not it does, but they're not a Division I team. Right. And Samford last game.
Right.
So great sign for maybe coming into the future. I hope they prove me wrong and they're able to do it once again.
Right.
But considering that that's when it seems to be Oral Roberts is losing, FGCU doesn't really do that. They don't force teams to under 40% shooting per game. Correct. They allow teams to just shoot and shoot and shoot, and then they play them on the offensive end.
I'll just go score. Yeah.
Rice, though, coming off a 91-67 loss. That's where they allowed 17 offensive rebounds a game to nationally ranked Tennessee. So got to give it some grain of salt there. FGCU is not Tennessee, but FGCU averages 18.4 is how many offensive rebounds they get per game.
They really get.
Excuse me, I said 14.3 earlier. It's 18.4 is that number. However, before that game, Rice did average less than 10 offensive rebounds per game per team that they were playing against.
Wow.
Like opponent offensive rebounds per game. So that's something maybe they're able to kind of force the pace on FGCU when it comes. If that's the case, Rice is going to take this game, but I don't see that happening. I'm going to go with the Eagles over the Owls. They're going to soar a little bit higher, just like how they can do in real life, I think. I'm not a biologist. I don't know that for a fact.
Yes, that's correct. That is fact.
But another Owls team that they're going to be playing against, Kennesaw State, 3-1, but their wins are against two Division I or non-Division I opponents.
Right.
Also against Florida A&M, who's 0-4. They did give up 108 to USF, who's kind of their only real test so far this season. Easy dub FGCU for me there.
Okay, there we go.
Yep.
Nice.